the Aramaic Bible in English. Exodus chapter 29. This is the thing you shall do to them, to consecrate them, to minister to me in the priest's office. Take one young bullock and 2 rams without blemish, and unleavened bread and unleavened cakes mixed with oil, and unleavened wafers with oil of fine wheat flour shall you make them. And you shall put them in one basket, and bring them in the basket with the bullock and the 2 rams, and Aaron and his sons you shall bring to the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and you shall wash them with water. And you shall take the vestments and put upon Aaron the coat and the robe of the mitra, the ephod, the breastplate, and the gird with him, with the embroidered girdle of the ephod. And you shall put the mitra on his head, and put the holy crown upon the mitra. And then you shall take the anointing oil and pour it upon his head, and anoint him. And you shall bring his sons, and put coats upon them. And you shall gird them with girdles, Aaron and his sons, and put the bonnets on them, and the priest's office shall be theirs for a perpetual statute. Thus you shall consecrate Aaron and his sons. And you shall bring a bullock before the tabernacle of the congregation, and Aaron and his sons shall put their hands on the head of the bullock. You shall slaughter the bullock before the Lord at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And you shall take some of the blood of the bullock and sprinkle it upon the horns of the altar with your finger, and pour all the rest of the blood at the bottom of the altar. And you shall take all the fat that covers the entrails, the caul that is above the liver, and the 2 kidneys, and the fat that is on them, and burn them upon the altar. But the flesh of the bullock and its skin and its dung you shall burn with fire outside the camp. It is a sin offering. You shall also take 1 ram, and Aaron and his sons shall put their hands on the head of the ram. You shall slaughter the ram, and you must take some of its blood and sprinkle it round about upon the altar. And then you shall cut the ram into pieces, and wash its entrails and its legs, and put them over its pieces and over its head. And you shall burn the whole ram upon the altar. It is a burnt offering to the Lord. It is a sweet savor, an offering made by fire to the Lord. And you shall take the other ram, and Aaron and his sons shall put their hands upon the head of the ram. Then you shall slaughter the ram, and take some of its blood, and sprinkle it up upon the tip of the right ear of Aaron, and upon the tips of the right ears of his sons, and upon the thumbs of their right hands, and upon the great toes of their right feet, and sprinkle the blood upon the altar round about. And you shall take some of the blood that is on the altar, and some of the anointing oil, and sprinkle it upon Aaron, and upon his vestments, and upon his sons, and upon the vestments of his sons, and with him, and he shall be consecrated, and his vestments, and his son's vestments with him. And you shall take of the fat and the rump, and the fat that covers the entrails, the caul of the liver, the 2 kidneys, and the fat that is on them, and the right shoulder, for it is a ram of consecration. And you shall take 1 loaf of bread, and 1 loaf of bread baked with oil, and a cake baked with flour and oil out of the basket of the unleavened bread that is before the Lord. And you shall put all of these in the hands of Aaron and in the hands of his sons, and you shall wave them for a wave offering before the Lord. And you shall receive them from their hands, and burn the breast of the ram upon the altar for a burnt offering, for a sweet savor before the Lord. It is an offering made by fire to the Lord. And you shall take the breast of the ram of Aaron's consecration, and wave it for a wave offering before the Lord, and it shall become your share. And you shall sanctify the breast of the wave offering, and the thigh of the heave offering, which is waved, and which is placed upon the altar from the ram of consecration. Even of that which is for Aaron, and of that which is for his sons, and it shall belong to Aaron and his sons by a statute forever from the children of Israel, for it is a heave offering, and it shall be a heave offering from the children of Israel, from their peace offerings, an oblation to the Lord. And the holy vestments of Aaron shall belong to his sons after him, to be anointed in them, and to be consecrated in them. And one of his sons, who is to become priest in his stead, shall put them on 7 days when he enters into the tabernacles of the congregation to minister in the holy place. And you shall take the ram of the consecration and cook its meat in the holy place. And Aaron, his sons, shall eat the meat of the ram and is in the basket at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And they shall eat of those things with which the atonement was made to consecrate and to sanctify them. But a stranger shall not eat of them, because they are holy. And if any of the meat of the consecration or of the bread remain until the morning, and you shall burn what is left over with fire, it shall not be eaten, because it is holy. And thus shall you do to Aaron and his sons, just as I have commanded you. 7 days shall you consecrate them, and you shall offer every day a bullock for a sin offering for atonement, and you shall sprinkle blood on the altar when you make an atonement for it, and you shall anoint it to sanctify it. 7 days shall make an atonement for the altar and sanctify it, and the altar shall be most holy. Whatever touches the altar shall be holy. Now, this is what you shall offer upon the altar: 2 lambs of the first year, day by day, continually. One lamb you shall offer in the morning, and the other lamb you shall offer in the evening. And with the one lamb you shall offer a tenth part of an ephah for fine flour mixed with a fourth part of a hin of beaten oil, and a fourth part of a hin of wine for a drink offering. And the other lamb you shall offer in the evening, and you shall do to it according to the meat offering of the morning, and according to the drink offering thereof, for a sweet savor, an offering made by fire to the Lord. It shall be continual burnt offering throughout your generations at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation before the Lord, where I will meet you to speak there to you. And there I will meet with the children of Israel, and the people shall be sanctified by my glory. And I will sanctify the tabernacle of this congregation, and the altar will also sanctify both Aaron and his sons to minister to me in the priest's office. And I will dwell among the children of Israel, and will be their God. And they shall know that I am the Lord their God, who brought them forth out of the land of Egypt, that I may dwell among them, and I am the Lord their God.